嗰朝睇電視，我先至發覺，原來香港同阿根廷係喺地球嘅兩邊，唔知倒轉咗去香港會係點嘅？
喺地球另一端嘅阿根廷，拉丁文嘅意思係白銀之地。幾十年間經濟倒轉再倒轉，係世界上最複雜、最獨特嘅經濟之一。
There was this saying that Buenos Aires is the Paris of South America. This time between the 1880s and 1916, what we call the oligarchy that was ruling the country. We have first world prices.
6萬蚊，仲要15% 嘅普遍樓。
With third world salaries.
婆婆買紙巾，我幫佢買個紙巾。
Ah, bueno.
6 mil.
Te sale más. Te sale más con. Ahora te doy los
有陣時見到婆婆咁樣要喺街度買紙巾都慘，其實都唔係好多錢，咪幫下人都。
Muchas gracias, Dios te bendiga.
OK。
Me gustaría cambiar el gobierno, sí, pero tampoco sabría en quién apoyar. No hay alguien que pueda decir así lo votaría.
300? OK. Pero no tengo pasaporte.
La verdad que la Argentina vive luchando siempre con este sistema desde hace años. Y lo único que nosotros podemos hacer es hacer ruidos.
Me gustaría estudiar en Los Ángeles y volver, pero mi sueño es acá. We do our best to survive.
今次我就揾咗2個本地人帶路，了解呢個內有土地人才資源、外有英美資金嘅昔日強國，點樣一步步走入今日嘅經濟絕路。2018年，阿根廷就向國際貨幣基金會借咗史上最大筆貸款570億美金，最終就冇錢還。通貨膨脹令人民一夜間身家減半，仲有阿根廷令人摸不透嘅貝農主義，又點樣令人民一次又一次來回天堂與地獄呢？好啦，¿Cómo está?
Hola, ¿todo bien?
Todo bien. Hoy solo español.
Bueno, dale.
首先一樣嘢咧，大家嚟到阿根廷咧，一定要認識下點樣去換錢啊！咁就啲人成日都話阿根廷有黑市價啦，咁亦都有本地錢啦，咁但係呢一兩年。
So basically, Argentina had two separate economies, right? The black market and the official market. But yeah, we usually say blue.
It's more beautiful.
I guess it sounds better to say blue than black market. Because the peso is a very unstable currency. For example, let's go back to 2018. The peso went from like 20 pesos to 40 pesos. I went to a store and I needed to buy something. And she had it there, so okay, I need to buy this. And then she said, I cannot sell it to you. I said, why? Because she didn't know the price in order to buy, how much it's gonna cost the next time she has to buy that. If you have something left that you want to save is, for example, buying dollars, which is a very common practice in Argentina.
咁我哋而家就要去坐呢個 subte，係啦，咁去換錢啦。咁其實有好多人喺街黑市換錢啦，咁但係佢就 recommend 咗我一間 shop 咧，係嗰個匯率基本上就係多啦2嘅。
Be careful because the motos.
OK.
The motorcycle, yes.
OK. I punch them. 我攞住部機，佢都叫我小心啊！呢個係所有。
They are faster than us, so.
Faster than us. OK.
Hola. ¿Qué tarjeta sube para comprar?
咁買張交通卡就1500，一單程係800蚊咁樣。70年代嘅日本2手嘅車嚟嘅，咁所以你會見到乘務員就係呢架車啦。
Viejo, no, más.
阿根廷嘅鐵路曾經風光一時，係世界10大鐵路之一。而英國則係19、20世紀嘅重要金主，為咗方便農產品出口返英國。但後來本土對抗外資嘅操控，呢條鐵路經歷多次國有化同埋私有化嘅交替，鐵路嘅衰落亦都見證阿根廷政治嘅左右搖擺。過去2年地鐵嘅票價因為Milei上台而暴漲咗10倍，而鐵路嘅亂象只係社會崩壞嘅其中一個縮影。 mucho. And
This is the neighborhood of the change.
Oh, neighborhood of exchange. Oh. 我錄唔到添，啱啱好多人一個地鐵一出去就話 para cambio.
They say you and say
Cambio chicos. Sí, esposa de Messi. 我估唔到喎，美斯老婆都係咁出名喎。而黑市匯率嘅出現，其實可以追溯到2019年，政府當時就實施嚴格嘅外匯買賣，亦都限制咗兌換美金嘅數量，每人每月上限200美金。為咗可以自由兌換美金，所以出現咗黑市匯率。換錢嘅地方啊 ，Yellow cambio dólares, pero no tengo pasaporte. Okay, perfecto. Yellow cambio 300. Okay. Okay. Muchas gracias. 咁換咗錢啦，咁就個兌換率係1170啊，咁而家個黑市價就係1200啦，咁佢都要賺錢噶嘛。咁我唔知街嗰度可能應該係換多啲嘅。咁但係2023年12月，有阿根廷特朗普之稱嘅美利上任之後就推出休克療法 （shock therapy）， 直接將官方嘅匯率貶值近1倍。呢位電鋸狂人一夜間將阿根廷嘅身家 cut 咗一半。隨住貨幣貶值，遊客嚟到阿根廷唯一性價比高嘅就係坐 Uber。有個前阿根廷嘅足球員，佢就 subscribe 我嘅 channel。Es muy difícil para vivir aquí.
Durante el día sí. Tarde noche ya más tranquilo. Es más lindo.
¿Puede ganar mucho para manejar Uber?
Sí, bastante bien.
¿Pensás que está cara la Argentina?
Hoy en día sí. Quedó cara. Estaba muy barata, pero el año pasado, bueno, como se fueron igualando los precios, quedó bastante caro.
¿Y te gusta el nuevo gobierno o no?
Particularmente, sí. Es porque en principio bajó la inflación, que era lo que iba a decir.
We're being governed by a new party, which is just like extreme right-wing conservative coalition. He was able to stop the acceleration of inflation, so now inflation is much more stable. But I think Milei is doing this in the cruel way possible.
好多阿根廷人其實係意大利移民嚟嘅，咁所以佢哋好多菜式啊，可能意大利都係好似。咁試下呢個。哇，好漏啊！死啊！唔係唔好食嘅，但係有啲漏。Chocotorta,
which is like a very typical cake from here. It's like chocolate, and this has dulce de leche, but it's mixed with cream cheese, so it's a bit less sweet. The dulce de leche with cream cheese.
Oh!
Too sweet for you?
It's sweet, but the taste is so good.
Some restaurants might offer you a 10% discount if you pay with cash.
咁呢餐就食咗呢個價錢就45蚊美金啦，咁你就要 10% propina。2025年嘅上半年，一口氣去咗南美洲7個國家，周圍走食嘢唔定時，加上義安嘅體質，好似係秘魯嘅本地市場。食啲生意我屙唔屙就知佢真係乾唔乾淨。所以呢段時間呢，其實我自己都有 keep 住食翻 YUTAKANA 豐盛生活嘅舒暢感受 B3 益生菌啊，改善翻自己腸道健康問題啦。咁佢係日本製冇藥性同埋快見效啦。咁我自己 keep 住呢，每日大概就食2包。但我就喺阿爾巴尼亞放緊假啦。咁大家睇到我後面呢，就係啲生蠔啊、乜熟嘅直腸啦。咁我自己短期內食咗之後呢，都覺得食咁多生冷嘢呢，都冇即刻哇好想屙嘅感覺啦。所以 keep 住呢，其實出街食一啲好重油啊、生蠔呢啲呢，咁都唔會咁驚肚啊！大家都知啦，有陣時出到去外地旅行呢，你除咗餐廳之外，喺街上揾廁所都係非常之困難嘅。咁長遠嚟講呢，我自己覺得真係開大真係穩定咗啦。咁最緊要就係冇肚屙之餘呢，屙得嚟呢就舒暢咗啦，就唔會等好耐先屙得出啲便咁樣啦。而舒暢感受亦都有一樣好厲害嘅嘢啦。咁佢經臨床證實呢，如果你8個禮拜唔做運動唔節食啦，亦都有效減去體脂啦同埋內臟嘅脂
肪嘅。咁大家見到我真係肥咗少少啦，咁因為有陣時拍嘢咧都成日要食大餐啦，咁所以咧我自己通常咧而家喺食飯之前30分鐘咧，我都會食呢個新推出嘅餐享受。
食3粒就可以即時阻隔大餐嘅糖油，減少吸收，仲加強埋抑壓脂肪細胞嘅生成，根源瘦身，加埋1至2包速纖享受，可以幫助排水排毒、消浮腫，減少身體毒素嘅積聚，調整肝臟燃脂嘅能力，提升代謝。如果大家想買晒3盒食足1個療程，仲要把握今年最抵嘅年終 Mega Sales 優惠啦！喺11月13號之前去翻豐盛生活嘅官網，莎莎同屈臣氏都有優惠，單件已經有折，買3送1，買8送3，買16送7。有興趣就可以去我 Info Box 睇下，快啲入手啦！今時今日阿根廷嘅物價貴過歐洲，真係唔係誇張㗎。我哋3個人食中菜埋單90美金，米芝蓮1星牛扒餐廳250美金，買黑市波飛睇波220蚊美金一個人，翻版波衫26美金一個，25G 嘅數據電話卡15美金，雪糕4蚊美金。
Argentina used to be much more cheap, so you could live with less money. So a liter of milk is 1,400, which is like almost $1.50 for a liter of milk. I remember milk that used to cost 100 pesos. I believe the average salary in Argentina is still around like 600 or 700 US dollars per month, so it's completely unsustainable.
E-wallet.
Yeah, so it's device. It's widely accepted.
But inside
50% off in KFC paying with the app, 15% off in the which is.
呢個 park 係叫 Luna Park， 就係好出名，佢有啲歌舞表演啊、打 box 啊嘅地方。咁但係下面就有好多人瞓街。哇！嗰度係 SP Mukele， 哇！好後生啊，嗰個女仔嚟。咁啊，睇到呢度有多嘅人。You think how many I should buy？ 咁我而家就買咗啲，因為見到好多 homeless 咧，咁睇下冇啲人真係有需要就俾啲嘢食佢哋咁樣咯。咁即係我都覺得經濟危機令到你有一半身家都冇咗，係一件好 crazy 嘅事。Hablo poco de España.
Bueno, quiero decirte que te quiero mucho. Bienvenida a la Argentina.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Que le vaya muy bien. Gracias. You know, he calls himself an anarcho-capitalist and a libertarian. So for him, if you are poor, if you are struggling, if you have problems, that's your problem. You know, I think he is very proud of this very selfish ethic. He cuts social benefit. People that need help the most are being abandoned.
¿Te sale, Michael? Ahora te
Okay,
digo.
muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Dios te bendiga.
Okay. Tienes un día, tienes. Gracias.
We're both from here, born and raised here.
So danza is your full-time job?
Yes, dancing here in Capital. We dance a lot with our hair.
Oh.
That's why you have colorful hair.
Yes, that's why we have colorful hair.
Oh.
Yes.
La vida acá ahora.
Sí,
Yes,
money.
it's very expensive. It's very, right now it's really expensive. But at the same time, the salary, it's not, there's not a balance between those two.
Y siendo artistas encima, es como...
Yeah.
Have you think about moving to other country?
Oh, it would be amazing, but it's difficult economically too.
¿Cómo me voy?
I don't even have like
No me puedo ni ir de
enough money
vacaciones.
here. It's even like harder to move outside the country.
Para ti, estudiante, es muy difícil.
Para nosotros también. ¿Dónde estudias?
En la UNA.
En la UNA.
Tenía que ir a una clase, pero como que me escapé ahí.
¿Qué te genera el gobierno? O sea, tristeza, angustia, felicidad, esperanza, no sé, sobre todo digo, viniendo del palo de las artes, no sé.
Sí, obvio. Es complicado porque igual el gobierno nunca me dio nada. Entonces siempre uno tiene que trabajar.
而家嘅阿根廷政府淨係向社會嘅中下階層開刀，將人民置於水深火熱之中。而曾經嘅阿根廷不單止係投資者嘅天堂，亦都係工人階級嘅盛世。 我哋一齊翻返去上世紀，嚟到 BA 其中一個最重要嘅景點墓地。
咁啊，嚟到阿根廷咧，好多人都會嚟呢個墳場啦，咁就係睇 Evita 嘅墓穴啦。咁就係一個前總統叫貝隆嘅老婆。咁大家一定要理解下，因為呢個貝隆其實影響成個阿根廷好深遠啦。咁所以先會有一個 Peronism 啊，即係貝隆主義呢樣嘢啦。
Right now we're at the Recoleta Cemetery, which is a really, really famous cemetery in Buenos Aires. It's actually the oldest cemetery in the city. And a lot of very important celebrities, personalities, political leaders are buried here. If you own one of these, you can still bring your new members, but there's no free room to construct new ones. Look at this. Look at all the coffins. Careful not to drop your camera.
This is like more than 20 coffins inside, but this is for one family. 有怪莫怪。
1929年全球爆發經濟危機，阿根廷對歐美嘅出口市場急速萎縮，隨即軍政府上台，貪污腐敗。直到1946年，貝隆就靠拉攏工人階層同埋貧民嘅路線，高票當選成為阿根廷嘅新總統。
Argentina was a society that traditionally had been mostly governed by an oligarchic regime. These families are buried here at the Recoleta Cemetery. You know, I mentioned alongside with Evita, which is a big contrast, because Peronism introduced, yes, the concept of social justice, redistribution of wealth, and trying to narrow the inequality gap and increase the middle class. We are Peronist, and he was essentially a nationalist who wanted to develop industries in Argentina.
而貝隆嘅老婆 Evita 當時就成立工會，為工人爭取權益，組織慈善基金，幫助弱勢社群，亦有份推動1951年女性第一次公民投票權利。
A lot of laws that had to do with, for example, same-sex marriage, abortion rights, they were all introduced by these Peronist governments as well, which we could also argue that they gave more rights to the people, ¿Te consideras peronista?
Sí, es lo más cercano a lo que...
儘管貝隆當年就被人批評為獨裁者，昔日工人階級嘅黃金歲月仍然成為今日政客爭相借用嘅政治符號。無論係貝隆派或者係非貝隆派嘅政策，都冇辦法真正扭轉今日嘅困境。
Peronism had different expressions, different governments actually changed throughout time, right? I wouldn't say Peronism is left-wing, but I wouldn't say it's right-wing either, so it's kind of hard to define Peronism, even for Argentinians,
高福利嘅政策淪為拉攏選民嘅口號，政府就根本無力埋單，最終淨係可以印銀紙，削減公共開支。Milei 嘅電鋸就將政府部門由18個 cut 到9個 ，cut 咗幾千位公職人員。
He often says that everyone that doesn't think like him is a communist or a left-wing. We have a dog coming. Hola.
Hola.
He wants to be part of your video. That's not very democratic. I think it's very authoritarian to be so intolerant to people thinking differently from you. You don't like, no les gusta. Y no son artistas.
No, claro. O sea, él va en contra nuestro, totalmente.
Don't agree with all the decisions he's making in a social level, cultural level.
Antes Argentina era un país que estaba con el pueblo, con la gente trabajadora. Está en contra de lo que es el movimiento LGBTQ. Solo está a favor de los empresarios, está a favor de la clase alta.
He compared homosexuals to pedophilia, and this was a very homophobic speech, and as a reaction, people organized very spontaneously, and there was a march, a protest that started here to Plaza de Mayo. Hundreds of thousands and sometimes up to 1 million people come here to protest.
呢位狂人總統令阿根廷嘅人民更加緊握彼此同土地嘅連結，無論係咩議題，都係人民嘅議題。
But you never think of leaving.
I do think about it, yes. I have a German passport. And I know it would be relatively easy for me to move to Europe. There's a price to pay for migrating, even if you make more money.
Por ejemplo, fui a vivir a España por un tiempo y tuve que volverme porque la verdad es que es algo tan especial vivir acá en Argentina, es un sentimiento.
No, yo quiero salir, me gustaría estudiar en Los Ángeles y volver.
Ajá.
Pero mi sueño es acá. Yo quiero enseñar, quiero generar cosas, lugares, eventos, todo, pero me gusta estar acá a mí.
Argentina is... It's home. It's I think the best of Argentina is our people and how we help each other and...
Es como un mundo entero, pero pequeño. Si vas al norte tenés calor, si vas al sur tenés frío, tenés montañas, playas, tenés todo. La gente también es muy copada, la gente de acá. Lo único malo es la política. Lo único que pasa, el problema es ese. Pero bueno, prefiero disfrutar mi país y bueno, luchar contra lo que esté para mí mal.
We do our best to survive.